Hello everyone, and welcome back to HermitCraft Season 10, and to our very spore-infested exoplanet custom biome. Yes, this place is getting squidgier, stinkier, and slimier by the week, as more and more foliage starts to sprout around this place, including a brand new Mycelium Grove microbiome that I just finished planting over here in the section of the road. It looks so awesome though, extending the little forest that we created at the entrance toward Azuma's base. And now as we come into this section of the base, we have got more alien stuff going on. Very good, it's starting to come together. Also, by the way, you might have noticed I have lowered the render distance a little bit. Trying to experiment a little bit with the fog. Yep, it feels like about 8 is where we want to be on the render distance. Just keeping the walls in a light haze, which is pretty cool. I like the way the fog looks here against the wall area. That looks pretty sweet. However, I don't like the fact that lowering the render distance does mess up some things in the distance. You know, Azuma's base is only half loaded and stuff there. So yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of research into fog and see if we can perhaps find some effects for the atmosphere inside of our base. That'd be pretty sweet. Anyway, welcome to the episode, everybody. We are here in the very heart of our custom biome, where over the last week or so, I've been doing a lot of biome-related work, and I've got so many cool things to show you today. So many little changes that I've made around the place, and in a little bit, we're going to start working on a new project. Probably the biggest project in the biome to date. Certainly the size of it is going to be larger than anything we've made so far. And that is going to be something to store our new things, our new storage system that we created last episode. I want this to be in something way cooler than just a box of quartz and stuff. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been working on a really cool design for our very first vehicle thing that we're going to have here in our custom biome. I have no idea where we're going to build it because it's massive. But we'll get to that particular problem in a few minutes. First and foremostly, let's take a look at some of the biome-related changes that has happened over the last week or so. I tell you what, let's throw on Iskall shaders for full alien immersion. These shaders definitely bring out the alien nature of my base in a very pleasing way, which I like. And, well, the first thing that I've been working on is microbiomes. This is an idea that we had on stream. Instead of just having one big custom biome, why don't we have microbiomes within the custom biome? Yeah, we're going there, guys. We're taking the lore to the next freaking level in this place. And yes, this is our very first microbiome. It's called the Microbiomes Grove. And finally, I've landed on a name for these trees that I really like. They are called Microbiomes. And that is because they are half tree, half fungus. Yes, as you can see, these things are in fact sporing. These little particles are their seedlings, I guess, or Microbiomes. I don't know, what does half a tree, half a fungi make in the seed department? I don't know, the botanists of you in the comment section will need to figure that one out. But yes, the Microbiomes Grove. The Microbiomes are all over the place, and adding a very smelly, stinky lot of spores. It's the spores, I tell you, everybody. Every inhalation I take within my biome slowly but surely makes me a little bit more insane. I don't know what we're going to look like by the end of the season, but yes, we're slowly losing our mind down here, I'm telling you. Anyway, let's have a look at some more microbiomes. This is the Poison Glade microbiome, and each of the biomes has kind of its own block palette, I suppose. The Poison Glade being this nylium color, looking very, very toxic indeed, and I think it's a great place for these flowers too, looking like if you touch these, you will start melting. And I've made use of the Poison Glade biome with a brand new bit of work that I've done at the Giga Hut. And take a look at this. Here's the lore, okay? These pipes are in fact extracting poisonous gases from within the Giga Hut. And of course, over time, they have started to leak some of their toxic juices down the side of the building and into the environment below. And that's where a Poison Glade microbiome has sprouted over here. I think that looks really cool. I've also, by the way, added some lining to each of our buildings. Mostly just dirt lining right now, but I think if we have a look at the hangar bay here too, it really does help to settle the building into the landscape a little bit, right? I'm talking about this lining of dirt, which didn't exist before. You might not have noticed. It's a little bit, it's quite subtle, but I think it's definitely done a great job in helping the buildings look like that they've been here for a bit longer as opposed to just, you know, copy and pasted into the world. So yes, the Poison Glade biomes looking very sweet. We've also got another little biome, of course, the Sulphur Marsh biomes. And that is, of course, these puddles of squirtopod juice. They need a biome name. We're going to call them the Sulphur Marsh puddles, or the Sulphur Marsh biomes, which would include this kind of biome here. You can imagine this is quite squidgy and squelchy mud, sulfur mud, right? So I like the fact that it's a marsh and it references where it comes from the Sulphuricus squirtiflorums. Or whatever the, I can't even remember what the actual names are. There's too many laws in this base. I'm starting to forget the lore, everybody. Jeez. Anyway, there's one more microbiome too. We're just going to call the areas of packed mud the wastes, which I think is pretty sweet. And I did work on a little example of it up here. And this is another bit of work that I've done on the environment. This we would call the wastes. And the blocks for the wastes would include very sparse smatterings of, you know, sticks and dripstone and maybe a couple of granite rocks and whatnot scattered around the place. But most importantly, guys, take a look at this. I'd like to line the inside of the walls, in fact, maybe both sides of the walls, with dirt and with the wastes block palette. What do you think about this? I'm not entirely sure if I like it or not. Let me know what you think. But I think it would definitely help to integrate the walls a little bit better into the biome, instead of the walls just being such a stark contrast between the white quartz and the brown. Having a sort of, you know, transition microbiome between wall and, you know, base area, I think is going to work pretty well. And actually with Iskall shaders, it does look pretty cool like this. So yeah, those are the microbiomes, everybody. Looking pretty sweet. As the sun goes down, we can take a little full immersion trip down the road, because the place does look very nice at night. Love the colors of the sky and the lights around the place. And I love the way that the walls light up at night also with the end rods. With these shader packs, it just looks super cool. I mean, look at this little bit of fog as we look down this road. Looking really alien and kind of ominous down there almost. Hey, sheesh. Looking pretty crazy. And as we approach the GIGACORP bioscanner, you know, as we exit the place, we can almost feel the fresh air as we come in here. You can almost taste the fresh air out here, actually. Speaking of changes to the biome, Azuma, my wonderful neighbor, has been super busy doing some terraforming out here, and it is looking amazing. Look at these awesome custom biomes that, or microbiomes, should I say, that Azuma has been doing. And, you know, we've been talking this week about trying to find a way to better integrate our bases, and Azuma has done a great job here, right? There is such a cool transition happening between my base and Azuma's base, although I think we probably need to up the render distance here just a little bit to see this. And as you can see, we are finding a really cool way to mix our bases. So the idea here is that Azuma's base is a lot more humid and my base is a lot more dry. And Azuma is trying to show that happening, that change between humidity and dryness, right? You can almost see the leaves drying out. And this really inspired me to do a little bit of more work around the walls of the base. So what I've done, as you can see, is I've added a layer of packed mud all the way around the base. This is something that we've been talking about, actually. And as you can see, it really does help to integrate the walls of the base a little bit better onto the server. Instead of the walls looking like unneighborly, like we were talking in the last episode, I think now that we've expanded the mud out of the walls, it feels a lot more integrated into the environment, as opposed to very starkly contrasting with the environment around it, right? So I'm very happy with that. I've used an absolute ton of packed mud to do this, probably 3 or 4 shulker boxes now. And we're not quite done. We still need to do it on Iskall's side of the base too. But very happy with how this looks, and this has been suggested by quite a few of you guys over the last few weeks or so. And I'm very glad to have finally done it. I think it's turned out wonderfully. Although I've just realized that all I've done so far in this episode is talk and show you stuff, which is great, and I hope you love all the wonderful changes to the biome, but Guys, we've got work to do, and I think we'll start today's work over here at the Wastes microbiome. I'd like to extend this strip of dirt a little bit further down that way. I'm not entirely sure whether this is good or not, but I do feel like we'll probably need to see a little bit more of it before we can make any real decisions if this is working or not. This is also a great opportunity for me to show you how great this new little storage system has been for me. It has really been helpful to be able to just access the blocks that we need for this, and the way that I've been doing this is just making sure that I don't take all the stacks out of the shulker boxes, right? Just take half stacks out or as many as you need, so that when we finish working, we can just come here and do this, right? We can just dump everything back into storage, and it's all always available for us, which is really, really sweet. So yeah, this little storage system has been fantastic. I'm very much enjoying it. And it's definitely helping me be more efficient as a builder around the base. It's great. Oh, hello again.
Hello?
Hello.
Are you ready? It's been rigged.
For boom booms?
It's ready to go.
I'm always ready for
boom
boom booms.
booms, indeed. I love this place, by the way. This is really nice with the landscaping.
Thank you. Come and see my my microbiome. It's called the Mytrelium biome. Inhale the spores.
Mytrelium.
Take a deep breath.
Ooh.
Infection complete. It's the spores. It's the spores, people.
Dude, it disconnected me.
It's the spores, brother.
It's the spores. This is dangerous, man. Dangerous stuff.
Very dangerous. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so do you have your flame bow?
I have a button.
You need a flame bow. Where's your flame bow? You had a flame bow.
I don't have a flame bow.
Okay, you don't have a flame bow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a flame bow either, because having a flame bow is kind of lame.
This is awkward.
I mean, no, button is fine. You do have a button, so let's do this.
What about flint and steel? Flint and steel, baby.
Flint and steel, yeah. Flint and steel will work too.
Let's do this properly.
Here we go.
Wait, I need to get the flint and steel. 1 second. Dude, we can't be booming with a button. I mean, honestly now.
That's true. That's true. Okay, yeah.
Wait a minute.
I shall create a staircase for you up to the
But there's already been boom booms.
Here we go.
There's already been boom booms.
There has been no boom booms, okay? There's been no mistakes. Just go up and light the thing. I've rigged it for you. Here we go. Let's blow this
what
thing
happened?
Up. It's all
what
over.
happened?
Let's blow it up. Nothing has happened. What are you talking about? It looks exactly like it's always looked. There was no accidents when I wired the TNT.
Oops.
I didn't almost die.
Yeah, okay.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Okay. Here we go. Can we boom without self booming and losing all our items? That's the question. Hup.
Well,
run!
Nice!
No, dude! There's been collateral damage! Bro!
Well, to be honest with you, Ren, that's on you. You lit this thing.
Dude! I blew up my wall! This is
not. This is an event that happened here. It's like you got attacked by another planet.
Ooh, lore. Now we're talking.
Lore. Yeah, here we go.
There has been an attack from the Gigaverse. Initiate self-defense system. X1-4. Zzzz. Lasers inactivated. Sorry,
he says with a flint and steel in his hand.
I've kept getting quite deep into this, you know.
This is great.
Excellent. Well, I must say, this has been a vast improvement to this area. So,
it has, indeed.
Yeah.
Are you inspecting further damages? Is this also damage?
I don't want to look too close, you know.
No.
Yes. Nothing that can't be repaired, but, you know.
Would you please do the honor of...
I will. Oh, I thought I had some to add to it. Can I add some other junk into this?
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. Just put some stuff in there.
There we go. Nice. Okay.
Perfect.
Whew. Well done, man.
What a great start to a Wednesday. Nice.
It's a great start. Yeah. see you around, bro.
All right. Enjoy your spores in your lungs.
Thanks.
Attention GigaCorp employees. There has been a breach of the wall. Please keep inside your gigahuts at all times until repairs can be completed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, explosions happened, everybody. I mistakenly blew up a section of the wall, or, well, Iskall made me blow up a section of the wall. I mean, it was a combined effort, let's be honest. And yes, Iskall has moved Mission Possible to a new location. Look at that. Does that not look awesome? So much better than the diorite monstrosity that was popping up outside of our base over here. So that was a lot of fun blowing this up with Iskall. He asked me to come in, quote unquote, help. And I mean, we helped, but we also broke. This is a great opportunity, though. I have spoken to Iskall, and he has approved some building plans that I would like to do in this area. I kind of want to extend this wall here a little bit this way and reclaim just a little bit more of this land. I've got a great idea for a big build that's going to go over here in the near future, and getting a little bit more space for our base is going to be very useful. And now that that thing is gone, we can yoink a little bit more land over here. But yeah, that'll wait for another episode. In the meantime, it's the next day in real life and the day after a HermitCraft live stream weekend. And as you can see, some things and some stuff has been happening. Oh yes, vast improvements to the terrain of our biome, including a new microbiome, I guess. Although this is probably a sulfur flora marsh river cave hole thing. Yeah, since the last time I recorded, I've done some work over here. And False Symmetry came to help me last night on stream to install a new feature into the base. There was something about this sulfur lake that was bothering me. I wanted to sort of continue flowing through the biome in some way, but of course the path that runs through the middle of the base was in the way. And so I asked False to come and help me. You know, being the queen of rivers and bridges, I needed her expertise to help create some sort of a cave that is also a bridge sort of thing. And so we made this little thing, and I don't know, it's turned out really cool. I really like it. The only funny thing is, though, is that it's actually an axe. Look at this. From above, it is an actual axe. I made this a few days ago too, this tiny little sulfur lake, because this is where I want to build the GigaTruck, in this massive area here. I've already prepared the land a little bit for it. It's going to be massive, but I don't want the GigaTruck to be just plonked down. You know, I want it to be surrounded by coolness. And if I do this correctly, the cockpit of the GigaTruck will be somewhere around here, perhaps almost over the top of this section of the lake, and I think that'll look super, super cool. But yeah, I have prepared for ourselves a little workstation over here. We've got all the blocks that we're going to need to make the GigaTruck. And today I think I want to start working on the treads of the thing, because this is probably going to be a multi-episode build. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be, or at least I thought I could do it in this episode, but I don't think I will be able to. So we're going to start working on the treads over here, see where we get to before the end of the episode, and hopefully we'll get the GigaTruck finished next time. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I really love it. Oh, and by the way, you may have noticed that there is... well, there's a Ravager in the base at the back here. Yes, indeed. This was captured during the live stream weekend, and I did promise Scar that he could have it. So Scar's going to come and yoink this thing from the base at some point for his zoo, for the zoo train. But yeah, it even has a name. I believe it's Uncle Rico. Yes, Uncle Rico the Ravager, not happy. Clearly very upset about being stuck in perpetual motion. Sorry about that, Rico. Scar will come and get you soon at some point. It's the spores, my people, I tell you, the spores. I mean, they make you go crazy, but they also make you build cool stuff, apparently. This is looking great. The treads have been created, and I'm very happy with this. It is very huge and large, a little bit bigger than I expected, but I think we found a pretty good spot for the GIGATRUCK right here in this sort of valley area of the base. And it's going to look super cool on the map, I think, and really cool from high above when it's all completed. Just had enough time this episode to complete the bottom of the chassis and the treads themselves. And I think we did something similar in Season 8 when we made a massive tank that was a wood shop. Don't ask too many questions. Season 8 was a special season. Yes. But I really love how these treads have turned out, especially with all the new copper blocks. They have really helped to be able to create a really mechanical looking wheel from the side. And I do love the fact that these treads sort of point upwards toward each other. And on top of these treads is going to be a pretty large ship. So I wanted to make sure that the treads and this section over here looks strong enough to be able to hold up an interdimensional hyperspace construction vehicle, which is what this thing is going to become. And I'm very much looking forward to completing it in the next episode. I also added a little bit of foliation around the place. I wanted it to look like the truck actually drove here, I suppose. So we've got a little bit of damage to the packed mud. Should probably extend another little thing here. So it looks like the truck came in here or landed and then drove and came into its final position here. But yeah, it's looking very menacing and very large. Very interesting to see the deep slate blocks in our block palette now. You know, this is the first divergence that we've had in our build from these much lighter pastel colors to something a lot darker. And I think this feels really good for vehicles. If we do any other vehicles in the biome, I think they should follow this sort of block palette. Deep slate and copper work really, really nicely here. And of course, with the shaders on, it's starting to become a thing, something really, really sweet. Let's take to the air, see if we can see how massive this thing is. Let me try and show you in context to the size of the rest of the buildings. You can see that this vehicle is basically the size of the hangar bay. It's probably going to be bigger than the hangar bay, actually, because the vehicle itself extends further than the wheels. But from a distance, that is just looking so, so cool. And man, I just want to get building. I just want to finish the rest of this thing. But that's going to have to wait for the next episode, I'm afraid, because this one, we've run out of time. But yes, those are the tracks of the GIGATRUCK. It is ready for the second stage of construction. Dear friends, do let me know what you think. But yes, indeed, my fellow GigaCorp employees, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode, unfortunately. I need to get to editing and get this video out. I know we're a little bit delayed since the last episode. That's because I've been working on the design for the GIGATRUCK for quite a long time. I wanted it to be absolutely perfect. And it's looking almost perfect, except for some missing slabs over here. Hold on. We can't say goodbye without finishing the thing. There's missing bits in here. 1 second. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now it is completed, or at least the treads are, although that is supposed to be normal. Oh, there's going to be so many mistakes on this thing, isn't there? I'm going to start spotting the errors left, right, and center the closer I look. So I should probably take some time to make sure that I haven't made any mistakes before we go to stage 2 for this thing. But guys, thank you so very much for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and very much looking forward to finishing the GIGATRUCK with you all in the next episode.